Thank you, Farhan. I have two questions about the Western Sahara. Secretary General Special Envoy to the Sahara, Mr. Stefan de Mistura, gave a briefing in a consultation a couple of days ago, which he submitted an old proposal. I don't know what's the reason behind it, that for the partition of the Sahara among the conflicting parties. My question for this particular incident: did the Secretary General signed off on this previously rejected proposal to be resubmitted? This is number one. And my second question is, since it was presented in a consultation, the transcript of Mr. de Mistura was distributed to member states as well as member of the press in the United Nations. This, which is a departure from Mr. de Mistura's previous stance in keeping things close to his chest and almost working discreetly away from the media interaction. What's the reasons for that, and does this mean that Mr. de Mistura is now open to come to the briefing room and sit and take questions from the member of the press at the UN or not? Thank you.
Well, regarding your first question, I wouldn't characterize anything as a submission of a proposal. What I would say is that the personal envoy, Mr. de Mistura, was essentially briefing the Security Council on his work on the Western Sahara file, and he looks forward to engaging with all concerned on advancing the process constructively in the period ahead of the next closed consultations, which are expected to take place next April in 2025, and to report on any progress. So the question is to see what the members of council and the parties themselves want to embrace as a way forward for Western Sahara. And regarding your second question, I don't really have any comment on how documents spread to members of the council or so forth. I mean, the nature of the UN is sometimes documents get to people.
Please,
Yes.
a follow-up.
Yeah.
Did the Secretary General sign off on this idea, or if you don't characterize it as a proposal, did he sign off on this idea knowing that 20 years ago or more, Mr. James Baker, former US Secretary of State, was a special envoy to the Sahara, and he submitted that proposal, exact proposal, and it was rejected. So did Mr. Guterres, did he sign off on this new approach?
Well, again, I wouldn't mischaracterize what Mr. de Mistura is doing. He's essentially looking with the parties and with the members of the Security Council to see what way forward there can be for Western Sahara. I wouldn't characterize anything as a proposal that is his proposal. Regarding the history of the proposals, certainly Mr. de Mistura and the Secretary General are well aware of the history of Western Sahara.